It come to be a new recording the same day because after being to the hospital and do this blood test, did I drive to a place where all the people, not only old people, but most of them is old people, and they have a meeting place where we can drink coffee and have a cake to eat. And it come to be that I sit at a table with two women from the old Yugoslavia, Albania, and Kosovo, and it was a little mix, but they could speak a little to each other, so the lunches was very close for them. And one of them was not good in Swedish, or else she didn't hear so well. But I suppose they were younger than me, and they sit and talk, and it come to say, it come that I told them that I was a pastor, and I explained for them that I was pastor in the United States, but not a pastor in Sweden. I am not accepted as a pastor in Sweden because I have not been into the school and learn me. It's school in Sweden to learn. It's about 5 years to be a pastor in Sweden. But that is not in the United States, where I had 8 pastors and bishops that listened at me when I was preaching in that church, and they asked me if I wanted to be a pastor. They could test me in what I knew about the Bible, and then give me an ordained pastor title in the United States. And all the churches in the United States where I was, about 90% of the churches in the United States where I was preaching was in black churches. And this was a black church in Florida that wanted me to be a pastor, but not in their church. But I am an ordained pastor forever. And I told them that it doesn't work in Sweden, that to be a pastor in that way. And then they say, do you know about where we are going when we die? And they ask me about this spirit that going out from the body when we die. And I told them what I knew, and they say to me, they were talking like one of these women, she was talking like it was a fun game, this to could talk with the spirits. And sometimes she say, in the beginning she say it was a ghost, and it was evil ghost. That it was. She knew it as it was bad things to hear from the spirits. And she say in Kosovo, where she grew up, there was many people that do these things to talk with people that have passed away. And I know what she was talking about, because it's those that get much money for to do that to people. They announce it like that, that if you give me some money, I am going to tell you what your dead mother is saying, like that. But I have never asked for money in that way. I have asked for money to could do what God want me to do, and it was to go to take the flight to Jerusalem, and I didn't have that money, so I needed to have the money from someone that listen at this podcast, because I am poor, a poor woman in Sweden. I have about the same amount of money that those that coming from other countries and live here and is retired. But they got extra money because they are coming from another country, so they have more money than me. But I am what the most poor people in Sweden have for money, so it's not nothing to could travel abroad with. So that's coming from God, and it's coming from you that listen on this podcast and understand that this is really true, and God knows if your heart is telling you to send me some money so I could do, because I really badly need money for the winter time to travel away from this snowing and gray days, dark days, to go somewhere else where there is light and a little more warm weather and no snow. But she was talking like that, and she say, "Do the spirits talking to you about me?" She say, because I have told them that I did a podcast. But of course, those old people, they don't know what a podcast is. So I explain it for them, so they understood it. And then this woman that talking most of this, two women, she say, "What does the spirits saying about me?" She ask me, and I say to her that they are saying that you are a person that can change your mind and the humor, the what you are saying and doing very quick. They saying so. They say that I should be a little careful to talk to you about what they are saying. I say to her, and she say, "Well, why? I am not like that." She say a little calm and confused. say that you are that can really be angry if it's not, if I'm not saying things that you don't want to hear, things that you deny. If I say that to you and you go angry at me and you want to have the control and want me to say special things that is only good things about you, I say. So that's what they tell me. And she said, but what are they saying? I say they are saying what I'm saying to you. And the woman on her side laughed a little because she understood what I was telling her. But this woman, it was immediately that she wanted to have the control over what the spirit should say. And I told her that I don't have any control over the spirits. I have told them that they should not wake me up in the night because I need a sleep. But in the daytime they can talk to me. And they are saying this about you, that I have to be careful because you can be really angry and then you can change what I'm telling you, what the spirits are saying. So it sounds like I am stupid, that I am a liar. So that's what they say to me. And then I show her, they are 3, 4 here, I say. Can you see them? She said, yeah, I see them. And she said, and I say to her, they are doing like this, and then I shake my head in this shaking that you say, no, 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 no. They are saying that I should not say more than this to you. They don't want to talk about what they know about you. I say to her, I laugh because it was fun to see them. I saw them, and then I turn to the other woman and I say to her that you are more soft and you are more meek. You're meek, as she is more kindly. And I said to her that there is a woman, I don't know if it's your mother or your grandmother, that's standing here, and she is very tall to be a woman, I say to her. And the other woman asked this woman, was your mother tall? And the woman said, yes, she was tall like me. And that woman, she was sitting down, but I remember that I was thinking, she is a little tall woman to be old, still be tall. And I said, it's look almost like you are twins. I say to her, and she said that people were saying that, like that, to me about my mother, that we almost look like twins. So it was the same. And then this woman that I should not talk so much to, And she asked, how about her mother? She said to me about the other woman. And I say that I saw immediately, I saw a picture of her father. And I say to her that your father, he was sitting more like in a corner. He doesn't talk so much, but he had something in his mouth the whole time. I say, if it's a pipe or is it a cigarette, something like that, always. And this woman say, answer, not me. She answer this darker woman that wanted to talk so much, and she say, "Did was your father was your father quiet person? Did he not talk so much?" And the woman say, "No, he was not a talker. He he was only sitting and look at what's going on in the room." And then this talking woman, she said, "What was it with the mouth?" And the woman say, "My father, he always smoke. He always have a cigarette in his mouth." So it was exactly what I say, and then this woman that I say that she could turn around and be angry at me, or like she wanted to have control, and then she started to tell me that I was wrong. I am not like that. I listen and I don't talk so much. And she say, and I laugh and laugh about her, and you just confirm what the spirit was saying about you, that you wanted to have control over the spirit. That what what I tell you about the spirit are saying, then if it's not something you don't like, you are talking like the spirit doesn't know anything. You're gonna say that I don't know anything, that everything was so wrong, lie, and like this. And you just are saying that you think it is not true. What I told about you, that the Spirit say that I should not talk to you about things, and instead I talk about her, that her mother is staying here. And the last thing I say to that woman that didn't talk so much, I say to her that your mother have always been with you. Always, even now when she is not here on earth, but she is still here, and she is going to stay with you until you meet each other again later on. I say that, and it was so fun. I thought it was so very fun that this more aggressive woman was saying against herself in what the Spirit had told me from the beginning, that not talking to her, because she can suddenly change everything and be in her way and take, like, if she could take control over the spirit, but if people are doing like that, that means that the spirit is going to pull back. They are not going angry or saying something over this person that want to have control. They only be quiet and walk away, and maybe they are saying something to me that we don't talk anymore like that to me, because that person that I want to receive and tell what the spirits are saying, work against everything. And why should they talking to people that be angry and want to have control and saying that it's a lie or something like that? Why should I talk to these people? If you receive them, they will receive you. If you want to hear from the spirits in the right way, without be controlling, instead you need to be meek, have ears and eyes to look at, and not deny and form the spirit into what you want them to say, or what they are going to do for you. They are not going to do for you. They are going. They maybe will come to you another time, but they will. I say this in a. I wanted to say in a spirit way, but I say that in a physical way, that they are going to say, you are first in line, but it's time for you to go to the last place in the line. And maybe you come forward again and we talk to you, because you have been more meek and learn from that path, the walk you have walked. And it was something with steps to do, that I say to these two women also about step. There is no rush to be in the front line when it comes to the spirit world. It's to be meek is to know your place. And when I started to walk under God in the United States, because it was first step I took, it was in United States and not in Sweden. And those steps I took was not to force me in front of the line. Every time it was about to eat food or get clothes to wear, I was always standing the last one in the line. I did that all the time. I was so meek when I come to United States. All other got the best things first, and I accepted what I could get as the last one. I did that the whole time, and I'm glad I did that. I felt it, that I should do that, because it will come a day when I am in the first line. I don't need to rush. You need to have a heart. That's what I'm talking about, to be meek. You need to learn to be meek. But today is it so very much that me. People think that they are the greatest one, they are the first one in all things they do. So in that way, we should showing that we belong to God, that we are meek and not running for things. Because what is in this world we live in is not what we will have for the longest time. What is in this world can't we take with us, that stay in the world. But those things like to train you to be meek, to be the one that doesn't want to be the first one in line, that's what we keep in heaven. So I hope you understand. Some of you, my followers, understand. So thank you for listening. And who knows? It was something with the footsteps that was about these two women, but I maybe remember it next time. It was much we were talking about, and when I should stand up to go to my scooter, I couldn't. And because my body had been lost of energy, because it took for me to be in the spirit world and talk with those in the spirit world, and the energy go out from me. Then I asked those two women, can you help me to the scooter? I can't stand up, I say. And that woman that should take control over the spirits, she say, I have just got water, so I can't help you, she say. And she said to the other woman, can you help her? The meek woman. She said, can you help her to the scooter? And she come and help me. And that was so much biblic, spiritual way that she thought that a cup of water was more important than to help me to come to my scooter, so I didn't fall on the ground. I could have fallen on the ground. I couldn't walk. It was about 3-4 steps, but I couldn't be strong in my legs to go there. But she thought the water was more important for her. So everything was confirmed in this. So thank you for listening, and God bless you.